Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Let's take a fast look at the Bitcoin market. Actually, major things we already have discussed is in our monthly fundamental report, is in our regular technical update. So we do know that market stands at the major target on the monthly chart. This is 35,000 level. This is XOP, an all-time ABCD pattern on the Bitcoin market. And our last discussion, we have stopped on the moment that we are watching for response on the market on this level, and what kind of response will follow, whether any response will follow on the market or not. So since this is really a long-term target, this is extended time frame, response on all our time frames usually is extended. So usually market when forming response on the monthly target, it shows and takes the shape of the some extended pattern. It's on the daily chart, on the intraday chart. It's usually never forms some kind of the bearish engulfing as on the daily chart as a response to the XOP on the monthly. Usually this is hand and shoulders, extended butterfly, double top, or something of that sort. Currently, as you can see, the market shows some response. It seems that some resistance still appears around the XOP target. And our task is to keep an eye on the patterns that theoretically could be formed currently on the lower time frames, trying to, for those who make the scalp trades, that could be the background for possible trading in the short side of the market. For the others who would like to accumulate the Bitcoins, that's the signal that retracement is coming, and you need to wait a bit, and where you could then take the position on some predefined support levels when the patterns will be played out. I mean, bearish patterns and the retracement will be played out. That's twofold utility from this possible retracement. Since we do not have anything really interesting on the weekly chart, as you can see, it's just straightforward action, and we're watching for a retracement here as well. Same levels that we already discussed. On the daily chart, the same story. We're watching for a lower time frame on the 4 time frame chart. And here I would like to show you the possible patterns that theoretically could be formed, that we could take into consideration as a response to the target that that market has met. So first of all, that could be the butterfly. It's usual pattern, this potential reversal. And you can see it's 1.7 extension of this butterfly pattern stands around 36.80. So market could fluctuate around 35 because on the monthly chart this is more of the range rather than strict predefined level. So some fluctuations around the target is a normal thing. So on here we could get the butterfly, for example. Alternatively, since momentum really very strong and market needs more efforts to depress it, to fade it out, we could see as the rest of the momentum could push market slightly higher, and it could be formed the 3 drive patterns potentially. So market could climb to the 38, 39 area before response will start. So that's major 2 levels we intend to keep an eye on within the nearest couple of weeks, probably, maybe within the week, to identify the possible reaction on the major monthly target on around the 35. That's what's about the short term. In the longer term, we keep our bullish view. I think that in the perspective of the few years, and at least within the 2021, Bitcoin should keep the bullish sentiment and keep growing. Our technically reasonable target stands around 47, 2618 extension, because we do not have any other tools to estimate other targets here. But in our fundamental report, we already mentioned that JP Morgan provided and released really in-depth analysis on the Bitcoin market. They suggest that nearest standing target on the Bitcoin is approximately around 50,000 That agrees with this extension, by the way. So then they expect that market should show the pullback somewhere in the range of the 15,000 to the 75 to 100, as they suggest. It will not be for a long time when the market hits the 50,000, then should be some pullback. And after that, they expect extension to the 150,000, 200,000 approximately. That's the analysis of the Bitcoin, and this price action they suggest should last for a couple of years. So that's what we have on the fundamental side. That's why, from the strategical point of view, it is reasonable to consider some support areas where we could think about the accumulation of the coins for the longer term perspective. And from that standpoint, the idea to keep an eye on the possible pullback, to keep an eye on a retracement, well, makes sense, as we could get the pullback and where we could take position for the next upward swing. So let's see what the response we will get on this major monthly target.